Alright, getting started on my GAC 5s. It's so boring. It's the same shit all over and over and over again. You know what? Instead of GAC, let's talk about something else. I don't even know what to talk about. We can continue on with the stock market. So all Fed Chairman Jay Powell has to do is signal that the Fed is ready to initiate an Operation Twist to, effectively lower the yields on the longer-term treasuries, like 10 and 20, 30 or whatever. And that will ease the markets tremendously. Buy more, they should pump up more of the shorter-term treasuries and lower the rates for the longer-term treasuries, and that enough, or by itself, will be enough to stabilize the markets some. Not entirely, but some. People are still going to panic if they see inflation creeping up. But if you look at inflation, if you look at the yields, treasury yields, they are still at really all-time lows. The difference is we've never, at least not since 1918, had a pandemic that wreaked complete havoc on the economy, the job market, everything. Literally everything. The healthcare system. So we are in unprecedented times, so you can't always look, past successes are not necessarily indicative of future results. Very true. But, there are some things that can be done to ease the collective mind of the markets. Now, of course, that isn't necessarily everyone's priority, because the priority is getting medical and healthcare to the people that need it, getting vaccines to the people that need it, getting jobs to the people that lost them, need them, or want them. Those are all of paramount importance. Those are all more important than stabilizing the markets, you could certainly argue. But stabilizing the markets also stabilizes that part of the economy. And small businesses account for a tremendous amount of the employment data or employment numbers. Big corporations are going to survive, but you have to, if I owned a business, I would be a small business owner, right? And I'm relying on investments and other income because I don't have really a whole lot of ordinary business income, because businesses have been shuttered and operating at 25% capacity for the better part of a year. Certain states are opening things up, some slower, some faster than others, which is all good, provided we manage to keep the new COVID variants in check, which, knock on wood, so far we seem to have. Specifically South Africa. That one scares the shit out of me. And I'm fully vaccinated. But yeah, the middle class, small business owners, and therefore all of their employees are still very much struggling. So any kind of stability that we can bring to the economy and the market is going to make a big difference. A big difference. I don't know what else to say other than that. By the way, so I used Sith Empire Trooper elsewhere, and it sorely beat the shit out of me. I paid for it going up against this Padme team. Yeah, not the best here. But this is against, I don't even remember who this is against, but it is what it is. It doesn't matter a whole lot. It's just GAC. This is against Lon Chaney. Yeah, so that's where we are. know the political climate is still really shitty, but I can't help but feel less worried now than I did 6 months ago. Trump did a lot of things, some bad, some good, but certainly not all bad and certainly not all good. But I just feel, you have to give Trump credit at least for really getting the ball rolling on the vaccine development and distribution. Because if he was all bad, he wouldn't have done that. He would have roadblocked it, but he did push it forward. Maybe it could have been pushed forward in a better or different way, but he did start it. So you have to give him at least that much credit. The rollout was subpar in the beginning, but not for nothing, no one has dealt with a pandemic since 1918. Nobody alive was in any kind of position of power in 1918. Sure, certainly there might be a few people that are still alive from 1918, but if they are, they were not cognitive. It is really unprecedented times, and no one is going to get everything right. As long as people get more things right than they get wrong, that's all we can really hope for currently. I was never the biggest Joe Biden fan, but I think so far I am content with how things have gone. There's certainly less drama, which is always a good thing in my mind. Although I'm a registered Democrat, I'm definitely far less left-leaning than most Democrats. But I like stability, and I like stability because the markets like stability. I don't know what else to say beyond that. I like stability. The markets like stability. Who likes instability? Who likes unpredictability? I like predictability. I like being able to guess what is going to happen with certain circumstances. Markets are the same way. They do not like uncertainty. And I am a capitalist first and foremost. So whatever the market's like, I like. And I have no problem admitting that. Yeah. And that's all I have to say about that. I finished The Expanse, or at least I caught up with The Expanse. It's fucking awesome. If you need something to binge watch The Expanse. I think those that are inclined to appreciate the science of things will appreciate the science of The Expanse. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I've been watching WandaVision. I gave it a chance because it did start out very, very, I wouldn't say slowly, well, maybe slowly, but certainly strangely. But I gave it a chance, and I ended up rather enjoying it. I am, however, much more excited for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think that's going to be awesome. Yeah. I haven't really been watching much else. I've been watching Game of Thrones over again, trying to enjoy that again. So I'm just kind of waiting for more shit to come around. This winter's going to be awesome with all the new Star Wars content. That's really it. Hope everyone is doing okay. Hope people are getting vaccinated if offered. And if you don't believe or don't want to get vaccinated, that is your right. I was a little disappointed although not surprised, to see Texas and Mississippi and other states do away with the mask mandate. Now, that doesn't mean no one is going to be wearing masks. I'm sure people will still be wearing masks, or at least some. But I don't know, I think that might be a little too soon. But luckily for Texas and Mississippi, it is a little bit warmer there, so we'll see what happens.